quick story time. I'm at work and I'm bored, and I finally got some little energy because I've been sick for like a week and a half, 2 weeks, right? So I need to bless y'all with a video because that's just what I need to do. So I decided to bless y'all with a little story time. All right. So, and don't mind me if I get out of track because I am working. I really should be focusing on this, but I don't want to be in work mind today. I want a chill job. So, boom, story time. All right. So I'm gonna give y'all the one. All right, the time me and my ex had a fight in public. If y'all know me, I don't do that. I don't like people in my business. I'm not finna be out there just ghetto ratchet, whatever. Like, bring your ass to the crib. We can finish it and figure it out there, but we not finna let the world know what's going on. But it ain't happen like that. So, boom, this what happened. I'm trying to see. We're gonna call her Ari. So my ex name is Ari in this story. We're gonna call her Ari. So boom. Me and Ari, we had started talking on some fucked up shit, like some shit that shouldn't have happened. Well, not for me, because I wasn't with nobody. I was fresh out of a relationship of like 11 years on and off. So I started talking to Ari or whatever. We was working together. Never do that. Never get your honey where you get your money. Remember that. If you don't remember nothing I told you, remember that. Please don't do it. It never works out. So, anyway, boom. Me and Ari got real close. I mean, kicking it every day, chilling. She was cool people, you know, vibes. She was fam. So, it started off like that. Then, me and Ari got real comfortable, and I realized I had an attraction to Ari, right? Ari had an attraction to me since day one. I noticed it, but I always brushed it off because she was a hoe. Ari was a hoe. So, basically, I was just messing with Ari because I could, because I didn't belong to nobody. And to me, I'm not doing nothing wrong. I'm just living my life, like, for real. So, whatever. Me and Ari get real close. We kicking it. We cool, blah, blah, blah. I mean, spending mad time together. Just vibing. So, then somehow we start messing around. Then we go from messing around to, like, living together. We was actually living together. And so once we started living together, we was kind of trying to take it slow, but we was really fucking with each other. So we decided to get together. So boom, we're a couple. That's my girlfriend. At that point, that's how I was feeling because she had a lot of little years walking around. So that's my girlfriend. And that's what it was. So boom, she's my girlfriend. Moved from one apartment to another apartment. Now, all of a sudden, Ari not ready for a relationship, and I'm taking her too fast. Okay. All right. Cool. So, I've never been rude. I've never been no rah-rah. Like, I'm the type of person, I'm not going to hold you. That's what you want to do. That's what you could do. You want to do you could do you. But what you're not going to do, because we caught ourselves having like this roommate situation because we had only been in our new apartment like 3 months. You ain't want a relationship before we moved together. It's okay. So we was in a relationship. We had been in the apartment for like 3 months. So boom, anybody know you still got a good 9 months on a lease. And rent was like $1,300. So we decided try to be cordial, have a roommate situation. That's fine. But when it comes to that, don't disrespect me. I won't disrespect you. Don't bring nobody over here. I won't bring nobody over here. You do what you do outside of this house. Once you step in this house, don't you bring nobody in this house. Period. So, but I thought that was understood. My bad. Wasn't. So, and then, like I said, it was fresh. Like, we had just came to the conclusion that's what we wanted to do. So, where we fucked up at is we were still sleeping in the same room in the same bed. Originally. So, Ari started moving funny. She started doing her. So me, I feel like you out doing you, so there's no chance of us getting back together, which I thought was gonna happen. Everybody think that you fall out, boom, y'all get back together, because she never bust a move to move. I never bust a move to move. We still sleeping in the same bed, whatever. So I'm thinking we just going through some shit. We gonna fix that shit, work it out. So one night, Ari come home, just, lit on her level. She had went out, whatever. But Started moving funny. She came, she laid in the bed, back to me. I said, okay. When I tell you Ari phone jumping like 9,000, and it's well after like 11:30, your phone jumping. Your phone jumping. Only time your phone gonna jump like that, you just got in the house late, is if the person you just left from being with is hitting your line on some making sure you made it safe type shit, and y'all let end of the night talk. Like, that's what happened. So I'm like, nah, hold on. Okay, so boom, phone jumping. Now, I ain't say nothing. I roll over, I grab my phone. At this point, we still friends with each other on social media. There was no reason for us not to be friends with each other on social media, because it was weird. It was still in the beginning stages. We ain't know if it was gonna work it out or not. Boom. I get on social media. I forgot exactly what it is. This was years ago. But I see her post, and bitch, it was the hearts for me. Like, who getting hearts and attention on your social media at almost midnight? It ain't me. You ain't been here. We ain't been vibing. Like, who the fuck is this? Like, who you talking to? Like, this is addressed to somebody. Like, I'm not no dummy. I'm not no dummy. So I immediately roll over, tap tap. Like, what's this? Who's this? Who you talking to? Who you been with? Who you, like, for real? Who you been with? Don't insult my intelligence. Instead of her being an adult and telling me what's going on so I can know how to move, so we can move accordingly. That's all I ask for. She gets upset. Oh, I'm taking you off everything, blah, blah, blah. Blocks me on everything. Instagram, Facebook, Snapchat. No access. I can't see a motherfucking thing no more on our page. Blocked me on everything. Slept on the floor that night. Did not sleep in the bed. She slept on the floor. And I was in my feelings. But it's fine. So she slept on the floor. So I'm like, yeah. All right. Cool. So from that day forward, it was weird. But like me, once I changed my mind frame and the way that I think and my mindset, that's what it is. So to me, boom, you for everybody. You not trying to say this. You gonna do you. Let me move around and do me. So, fast forward. It took me a little time because I really fucked with Ari like that. Like, I really did fuck with her on another level. So, it took me a while. And then she's my first, like, girlfriend. The mother hoes I was just playing with, but she's the only person that's, like, my actual girlfriend. So, what is this doing? So, it took me a minute or whatever. But then I started moving accordingly. Like, okay, cool. That's not what you want. I met her like that. I should have known better. I shouldn't have expected more than what it was, because when I met her, it was fucking around while she was fucking with somebody else. So I shouldn't have expected more. So cool, in my mind, I bet. So at first I did it out of spite because, like I said, we were still sleeping in the same bed, same room. I download POF. I don't know if y'all know what POF is. Plenty of Fish, the lesbian app or whatever. I downloaded. I started talking to random people or whatever. So I knew around what time she was coming home. So I sparked up a few conversations so the notifications can come in on my phone. And I never, ever, ever plug my phone up on her side of the bed. Why? It's her side of the bed. Why do I need to plug my phone up on her side of the bed? Because I'm petty. That's why I plugged my phone up on the side of her bed. So I plugged my phone up on the side of her bed. Yes, she knows the password, all of that, because I never had nothing to hide. So I changed the password on my phone because I knew that shit was going to rattle her. Changed the password on my phone. Notifications is jumping from the POF app. So, of course, I don't take nothing but a little glance from your side of the bed, and you see. So she like, fuck is this? And I was like, what, friend? Petty. What, friend? I thought we was friends. Like, what? It's just POF. I'm just chopping it up. I'm just chilling. I actually met my wife on there. Don't worry about it. Y'all don't need to know that story. Don't do that either, people. So, and it was crazy because I didn't actually plan on meeting somebody on that site. I was just fucking around, and boom, I met my wife. So I'm not married. So she gets mad about that. She go off. She get up. She put her clothes on. She dipped. Don't know where the fuck she went that night, but she dipped. She basically told me she was done with me. She called me everything but a child of God and dipped. So, fast forward or whatever, we kind of trying to get cool or whatever over that situation because it wasn't shit at that point. I was being petty. I was trying to upset the bitch that I want to be with. Like, at that time, I wanted to be with her. So I was trying to upset her to let her see some shit. Somebody calling me. I was trying to rattle her cage basically, and it worked, so I felt like that was cool. Well, I was like, I never got off the app though, and I was still talking to my wife, the person I ended up meeting, and this another girl. I call her Butterfly because I really don't remember her name, and I saved her name under an emoji. It was a butterfly. It was a reason behind it when we was chopping it up. She was cool though, but it was like them two that I really started just like talking to like that after I got on the app because nobody else piqued my interest or was attractive, and like I said, I was bored. My bitch wouldn't pay me no attention, so I was talking to them too. So I kept up the convo. I dropped Butterfly. I kept up the convo with my wife. Or whatever. Wasn't my wife at the time. But we going back and forth on POF. Boom, we exchanged numbers. Shouldn't have did it because the girl was still in my house. Like, well, our house. She was still there. And like I said, I was trying to make her jealous. Like, it was very childish. Like, I could have handled it differently being older now and seeing, like, shit could have been different. Period. But, yeah. I was real childish with it, so it was handled that way. Some living situations got mixed up, you know, redone in the house to where now Ari's not sleeping in my room. She's sleeping in the spare room or whatever. So, but I'm still driving her car. I'm still, like, we still doing girlfriend shit. Like, we still busting everything down. I'm still driving her car because at the time, my car, I had bought a Lemon. And so my car wasn't working. So I would park my car. We would share her car. She worked up the street. I worked further away, off 290 or whatever. So boom, we would, and then my job was more like I can move my schedule around at that time to what I needed it to. So I worked it around her schedule. So when she needed to be dropped off to work, I got up and dropped her off. I went to work and I would be off in time to pick her up. So ain't no way I should have been talking to a girl while I was on the way to pick her up. Like, that was some dumbass shit. And it's stupid. And I shouldn't have did it. Like, a lot of shit I shouldn't have did. So I'm literally talking to my wife, who was not my wife at the time. I had just met her on the POF app. I'm literally talking to her on the phone while I'm driving Ari's car to pick her up from work. Shouldn't have did this shit. I know that. I know it now. So, boom, I pull up in the back of Ari's job, and I wait for her to get off and come to the back. She's literally about to come any minute now. If anybody know who Ari is in real life and who I'm talking about, y'all know Ari ain't no little bitch. She a big girl. So as soon as I seen her come out the door, I was like, all right, because one thing about me, I'm truthful. I'm truthful about all situations. So at that time when I was talking to my wife on POF, I did inform her I'm in a situation. Like, I'm in a situation. I just broke up with my ex. We still live together. I still drive her car. We still make sure each other good. Boom. Do you choose to fuck with me after that? Still, you choose to fuck with me, but I'm not going to lie to you. I'm not going to lie to you at all. So she knew the jump. She knew the situation from jump. So boom. Hang up. Hey, let me call you back. She coming out. Respect to me, because I'm not supposed to do that in your face, and I'm not supposed to do that while I'm in your shit. So you coming out, I got to hang up with her. And that's what that was. Y'all, when I tell you, like I said, Ari ain't no little bitch. When I tell y'all I never seen her move that motherfucking fast in my life, I blinked and her motherfucking ass was right here. Right here. So I try to hurry up. I took the phone because I feel like, baby, if Ari coming, she coming. Like, that's the type of person she is. If she got something she want to get off her chest, she about to address that shit right then and there. She don't give a fuck where you at. So, hurry up. I took the phone because I already know it's about to be some shit. She hop in the car. Who you talking to? Say, oh, this is my friend. It was my friend. It was my friend at the time because it was nothing more than what it was. She was not my girlfriend. I was not galling her. I wasn't dating her. I wasn't fucking on her. I had never met up with her. Nothing. Nothing. We just chopped it up on the phone. Mostly when I was at work. Because like I said, respect. I'm not fit to come and bring that shit in my house. It's disrespectful. So that's why I don't know why I decided to cross that line that day and talk to her on the phone while I was en route to pick her up. That was like not my normal. I don't do that. So, who you talking to? Talking to my friend. Okay, friend, so what friend you got to talk to that you got to hurry up and hang up when you see me? I ain't think she peeped it. Like, she had to open the door with her eyes peeled to have caught that because I hung up hella quick. But she caught it, and she brought that ass to the car with an issue. She had an issue right here. And she was ready to get it off. So we going back and forth in the car. Now, mind you, it's the first of the motherfucking month. Don't do no shit like that when you gotta pay your bills, you gotta pay your rent, you gotta bust that shit down with somebody else. It's the first of the month. The first. Plan was pick Ari up from work, go get the money order, go pay the rent, chill. So yeah, the whole time we arguing, the whole time I'm driving, because I'm still driving, she hopped in the passenger seat. She's wrestling me for my phone and asking me questions. My dumb ass had changed my code back because, like I said, I didn't really have nothing to hide. I was just trying to make her mad. So I changed my password back on my phone. Did I have my password changed back? I did. I changed my password back so she know it. She know the password. I'm not doing shit, y'all. Sorry. Oh, I like when they provide the tracking number, make it easy for me, baby. Yeah, so riding down the street, arguing about the phone. She wants the phone. First of all, she feels obligated to look at the phone because she bought the phone. I paid the bill, but she bought the phone, so that's what we disagreed at. And the reason she bought the phone is because she broke my other one when we were looking for houses. Or whatever. Yeah, my computer freezing up. So, arguing, like, the trip ain't long because we literally stayed by everything. Like, it was literally, like, 5 minutes away from her job. And then the place where we was going to, the Kroger we were going to get the money order at is right across the street from where we were staying. So, argue all the way to Kroger's, y'all. I'll tell y'all, it's the longest motherfucking ride of my life. I did not want to do nothing but get out the fucking car. Like, I speed, and I couldn't even not speed that fast with the way she was cutting up in that car. Like I say, if Ari coming, she coming. So, she was not playing with me. She didn't give a fuck about me driving. She didn't give a fuck about her life, my life, nothing. She wanted that phone, and she wanted answers, and she wanted them now. So, she didn't get them the whole time. So, we get out the car, arguing in the parking lot a little bit, go in the store. Y'all, we are in the line to get the motherfucking money order. She want this phone bad. Like, bad. She want this hoe. She's gonna make sure she gets it. She's gonna make sure she gets this phone. She's taller than me. And she's bigger than me. But I ain't no bitch. So, she kept reaching. And she almost had that hoe like 2 times. Like, but at this point, it's 2 people in front of us to get their money order. Why they couldn't just hurry up, I don't know. But it was one of them days in Kroger to get the money order. So, when she first reached, she wasn't able to give me, so she grabbed the keys. Now, I had a spare key. I had the spare key to her car. She had a key, I had a key, because we were both driving her car actively. Like, it was never an issue. She was never selfish. I drove the car, I need to drive the car if she didn't have it. So, I had a key, she had a key. So, she grabbed the keys. I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm not thinking motherfucker about to leave me in Kroger's, you feel me? I'm not thinking that. I'm not thinking that at all. So, she grabbed the keys. I don't really do nothing about the keys because they keys, like, I didn't think twice about it. So, y'all, when I tell y'all, I don't know what happened, what snapped, if she caught me, because the shit was calculated as fuck, because she's smart. She not no dumb girl, I'm not no dumb girl. So, we trying to figure out ways. By then, I'm trying to reach her phone, so I'm like, shit, what's in your phone? Like, I know you got some shit in your phone, because when I met you, you was a hoe. So, you said you don't want to be together, so ain't nothing for you to slip back into there, like, and get you somebody. And then them hoes be on her at work. So, I knew it was nothing. So, I was like, what's in your phone? So, I'm trying to get her phone. That's why I fucked up. I should have just kept protecting my shit. So, I went to reach for her phone. And somehow, first of all, when I tell you motherfucker reached out, like grabbed, pulled, and my ass went flying. I was smaller then, though. I had lost like a lot of weight. So, it was nothing to pick my ass up and get air. Like, it was air under my feet. Picked me up, jacked me up, reached in there, got the phone. Let me go. I'm mad. I don't let nobody handle me like that. But I've never been the type to put my hands on nobody I talk to or disrespect nobody I talk to. I don't care how mad I get. I'm going to try my best. And then we in public. I don't do that in public. I do not. That's what made me more mad, because we on the side of town I grew up on. Like, we stay on the east. So ain't no telling who I know that just seen you jack me up by the check cash place in the bakery. Like, I don't know who that was. I don't know. It's no telling. So, so, damn, they jumping today. God damn it. So, I'm not doing that one. I'm not doing that one either. So, I'm gonna chill. So, she jacks me up. She gets the phone. I'm still on the line trying to get the money order. I'm really thinking no matter how south shit go, we still gonna go ahead and pay the rent. Because I'm not that type of person. Didn't I have $1,300 by myself? One deep. Like, I'm not thinking that's a motherfucking thing. I'm thinking the rent about to get paid. No. She grabbed my phone. She go through my phone. She see that I'm talking to old girl. I saved her name because I have nothing to hide. We literally just been chopping it up. So I have nothing to hide. Even the text messages was not incriminating because I'm 100% about my situation. You're going to know my situation. And I don't have nothing to hide. It's just the fact that I was talking to her that was probably out of line. But like I said, I don't know who she was talking to, so it probably wasn't. I was probably onto something. Because the bitch moved around real quick, too. Once we called it quits, I had a new house, so that bitch had to be in the play already. Right? Right. So, she grabs the phone. She sees the shit. Not only did the bitch throw my phone, we was in the bakery. So that shit sounded off. So it hit something. It hit some bread, some cupcakes or something. So that was that for the phone. Boom. Cut off. I don't know when she did it, but she did the shit so fast and so smooth. Like, bitch, how many people have you left? Like, the shit was so motherfucking smooth. She slid that motherfucking spare key off my keys. And she left my keys. I didn't know where she left my keys. So she left. Boom. No money order. Hey, pissed me off. Then she leaves. So my dumb ass, I'm like following her through the parking lot, through Kroger, through the parking lot. Y'all, she is moving. She is moving like quick. Never seen her move that fast. She moving. She gets to the car. I'm not thinking homegirl about to leave me. Y'all, when I tell y'all she motherfucking dipped and left me right there in that motherfucking Kroger's parking lot right here in the guard, like, left me. So, at this point, I'm like, where she put my phone? So, I'm trying to call her. I had my phone. So, I'm calling her on the phone to see what's up as I'm following her. So, when I hit the front door of the Kroger, she already got that hoe in reverse and is pulling off. So, I'm like, you gonna leave me? She like, yeah, call that bitch you was talking to on your phone. Touche. That's some me shit. You right. But I would never leave her. I would never leave her. Like, but granted, all right, I can't be 100% mad because I don't really think she would just leave me on stuck like that. Like, we was literally across the street. Like, walk from Kroger across the street. That's our apartments. So, but yeah. But yeah, that's it. So, I'm heated. I'm heated at this point. Like, bitch left me. I'm hot. I can't go back in Kroger. I'm not going back in Kroger. I'm not showing my face in that Kroger. No. So, I'm heated. I call my partner. She down for whatever. I'm like, bitch, come get me. I'm a spoiled bitch at this point. So, even though the house is across the street, I ain't walking. I'm not walking. And then my partner was like, bam, she stay at the light. So, she was like, all right, I'm coming now. She had just got off work. So, she's like, all right, I'm coming now. She come, pick me up, take me to my house. So she, bitch, what happened? What happened? So I'm trying to lace her on everything that happened in the motherfucking Kroger. I got home, I locked the door, really. And it's not that I was trying to lock her out. Bitch, I need time. Like, if you're here, I can get my shit together real quick before I let you in. So I'm lacing Jennifer up on what happened. My partner Jennifer. I'm lacing my partner Jennifer up on what happened. I'm running everything down. I'm like, bitch, this went down. I got caught on the phone. Shay, like, this shit crazy. So, as we talking, you can hear the keys. Like, the bitch moved quick with everything. So, you can hear, like, it was like she did all in one motion, unlock and tried to open. But you can hear the door stop because I got the top lock locked. And so, Jennifer look at me. I look at her. I said, bitch, I got to let her in. She live here. So, I open the door for her. She storms through the house. Goes all the way to the back room. What you doing? What are you doing? She go in the back room. Y'all, no bullshit. She started packing shit. She started taking shit that she bought me. But me, baby girl, you don't play those games. You don't want to play those games because how I am when I talk to somebody and when I'm fucking with somebody, I like giving gifts. I'm a gift giver. I love that shit. So don't. And she was a shoe head, so it was shoes. Like I bought shoes and shit like that. She like to see me in jewelry and shit. So she bought me jewelry and I bought her shoes and we was content. So I was like, don't start doing that because if I go in there and take all the shoes that I bought you, you're gonna be upset. So I was like, that's not, don't do no shit like that. Like those was gifts. I'm not pressed behind them if you do take them, but don't be no ass. Like that was a gift. Like put my shit down. Real talk. So she took it anyway. She took all the shit and she packed her bag and she was just basically like, we done. Like I guess that really just put a nail in it. Like she was done. It was complete. Like it was nothing I could do after that because I started talking to somebody. But it wasn't like that. But she thought it was like that. So she leaves. Yeah, like a couple of days later, like we end up talking it out about some, about the shit, and I explained my actions. We talked about some shit or whatever, but at the same time, me and Shay started getting real close because, bitch, you did just dip me in front of Kroger. So, like, I fucks with you, like, talking about, but you're not supposed to play with my top. So, I had started talking to Shay hardcore, and long story short, because I said she was my wife, we ended up getting together and getting married. So, but yeah, she ended up giving me my shit back. She realized she was wrong. And it was a lot of hurt in the situation. But y'all, yeah, that's the time I got into it in public and got left at the motherfucking Kroger. Learn from me. Don't do this shit. Like, do not do that shit. Like, I was a motherfucker back then. But like I said, what's tea, sis? Yeah, I be training people at work and the shit that they be asking and doing is crazy. Like when they get frustrated, they'll just hang up on the customer like no bullshit. But yeah, that's it for the story time. If y'all like that shit, let me know y'all like that shit, and I could do a little more. But yeah, that's a story time on the time that I got into it in the middle of the motherfucking Kroger's. My life is crazy, y'all.